eye-catching graphics highlight the Disney All-Star Resorts. At the All-Star Sports Resort, guests can choose from hotels themed to baseball, football, tennis, surfing, or basketball. At the All-Star Music Resort, Broadway, country, jazz, rock, and calypso are the 5 themes. Considered the jewel in the crown of Disney resorts, Disney's Grand Floridian Beach Resort invites guests to step back into an era of Victorian opulence. A white sand beach, high teas, and music by a string quartet are all part of the experience in this elegant resort. Victoria and Albert's, which offers a new menu every night, is the most formal gourmet restaurant in the Walt Disney World Resort. Narcoossee's has a waterside view of the Magic Kingdom and serves grilled seafood, steaks, and chicken.
Disney's Wedding Pavilion evokes images of a Victorian summer house and offers couples an all-in-one wedding and romantic honeymoon. Guests stay in an outstanding resort hotel and enjoy the theme parks, water parks, beaches, and a vast array of recreational activities. Walt Disney World is the #1 destination for honeymooners in the world. Disney's Polynesian Resort is a world of lush tropical foliage, colorful birds, and crystal blue waters. The Ohana restaurant features Polynesian entrees cooked on a 16-foot-long wood-burning fire pit. At the Polynesian Luau Dinner Show, authentic native island hula and fire dancers and an all-you-can-eat luau are featured. For kids of all ages, Mickey's Tropical Review is the only dinner show in the Walt Disney World Resort, starring Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Goofy. The Walt Disney World Swan and the Walt Disney World Dolphin were designed in unique, light-hearted styles by acclaimed architect Michael Graves. The graceful swan statues are 46 feet high and each weighs about 56,000 pounds. The Polio at the Swan serves homemade pasta and pizza, while Some Chow's at the Dolphin offers a wide variety of Asian dishes.
Several miles from the International Sports Complex, motorsports find a new home at the Walt Disney World Speedway. The 1-mile tri-oval track hosted the inaugural Indy 200 at the Walt Disney World Resort in January 1996. The second running of the high-stakes Indy Racing League event that leads to the famed Indianapolis 500 will be on January 25, 1997.
Congratulations! You found a hidden Mickey!
In Disney's Contemporary Resort, guests enter an ultra-modern city where monorails glide through a 15-story atrium. Spectacular views of Bay Lake, the Magic Kingdom, or Seven Seas Lagoon are part of the futuristic flair of this hotel. With panoramic views of the Walt Disney World Resort and an open-hearth kitchen, the California Grill serves California-style pizza, spit-roasted meats, fresh vegetables, and seafood.
Walt Disney believed that everything in the park was a show, and that everyone who worked in the park was a part of that show. Each employee, no matter what his or her position, is referred to as a cast member. At the Walt Disney World Resort, approximately 37,000 cast members work in over 2,000 job classifications. Underneath the Magic Kingdom is a series of crisscrossing corridors called utilidors that cover nearly 9 acres. This urban basement allows cast members and maintenance trucks to move freely from one section of the park to another without disturbing the guests. Makeup rooms, dressing rooms, design and decorating facilities are just some of the departments found here. Through cultural exchange programs, many of the World Showcase cast members are native to the country that the pavilion represents.
Guests can move throughout the Walt Disney World Resort using a variety of efficient mass transit systems. This extensive transportation network includes the monorail, buses, boats, and steam trains. Once on Walt Disney World property, guests find that their cars are unnecessary. Elegant yet informal, Disney's Yacht and Beach Club resorts recreate the charm of turn-of-the-century New England seaside hotels. These two distinctive resorts center around Stormalong Bay, a shipwreck-themed water park with imaginative slides and a sand-bottom pool. The Yachtsman Steakhouse serves aged beef, rack of lamb, fresh seafood, and chicken. Amidst large saltwater aquariums, Ariel's offers stuffed Maine lobster and fresh seafood grilled over a hardwood fire.
The charm and flavor of the 1920s Mid-Atlantic coast is recaptured at Disney's Boardwalk, a waterfront village that includes a new entertainment district, and Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Disney's Boardwalk Villas. Disney's Boardwalk Villas is just one of the Disney Vacation Club resorts. This unique village is just steps away from Epcot and a short boat ride from Disney Studios, Florida. Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort brings guests the flair of the top resorts in the Caribbean. The 5 island villages offer the unique colors, special decor, and architecture of Aruba, Jamaica, Martinique, Barbados, and Trinidad. The Captain's Tavern serves prime rib, chicken, and crab legs.
For over 25 years, environmentalists have hailed the Disney organization for its efforts in recycling and resourceful utilization of the land. Native plant species have been introduced to reduce the use of irrigation water, fertilizers, and pesticides. In 1995, nearly 87,000 tons of materials were recycled at the Walt Disney World Resort. The wastewater treatment plant currently treats about 10 million gallons of water a day. The reclaimed water is used to irrigate golf courses, landscaping, and the 100-acre tree farm. A state-of-the-art computerized sprinkler system saves 50 million gallons of water each year. The Swedish-developed automated vacuum-assisted collection system is the first installation of its kind in the United States. The largest in the world, it is a network of pneumatic tubes that carries away 5 to 10 tons of refuse per day.
Disney's Wilderness Lodge Resort recalls both the spirit of the early American Northwest and the feeling of the National Park Service lodges built at the turn of the century. The resort recaptures the rustic charm and harmony with nature of an unspoiled wilderness. The Artist Point restaurant offers wild game, fresh bread, regional vegetables, steaks, salmon, and other Pacific seafood in a craftsman-style setting. Once Walt Disney had chosen the site outside Orlando, Florida for the new theme park and vacation resort, subsidiary companies were set up to buy small blocks of land at a time. By the time Walt Disney World was announced publicly in November 1965, the company had quietly purchased 27,443 acres. The property stretched approximately 12 miles north to south and 6 miles east to west. 8,350 acres were set aside for conservation.
It was a trip in celebration of Disneyland's 10th anniversary, and I was one of several Central Florida reporters who was out there at the time. And we were ushered into Mr. Disney's office and told we could ask questions. And when it came my turn, I asked him if he was the one who was buying these 30,000 acres in Central Florida, and it stunned him so that it made me think maybe he was. Well, he said, no, I'm not buying any property out there. He said, that would be no place to put a park. He said, your average mean rainfall, whatever the number was, he knew. And he called Orlando, Central Florida, which was unusual because nobody at the time had really ever heard of Orlando. Mm-hmm. And he knew exactly where it was. He knew how many tourists were here every year, how much it rained all summer. He knew entirely too much about the area not to have had a reason to. No, I didn't believe him. He wasn't a very good liar.
The cost of the land originally purchased for Walt Disney World averaged $185 an acre. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground provides fully equipped air-conditioned wilderness homes, or guests can bring their own camping equipment. The 750-acre wooded resort offers horseback trail rides, fishing expeditions, canoeing, and biking. There's also a beach area, campfire sing-alongs, a petting farm, and the popular Hoop-de-Doo musical review dinner show at Pioneer Hall. Walt Disney was the first Imagineer. He defined Imagineering as the blending of creative imagination with technical know-how. His original staff was assembled from the Hollywood film industry, including many talents from the Walt Disney Studios. Imagineers conjure up thrill rides, special effects, and stories that go along with the attractions. They're responsible for all phases of project development, from concept initiation to field art direction to show installation.
This is what we call our Imagineering department. It's where we dream up our new projects.
Audio animatronics was an idea of Walt Disney's. He became interested in taking animation from a two-dimensional form and moving it into a three-dimensional form. He experimented with a number of ways to move small figures. Early on, Walt filmed Buddy Ebsen doing a dance routine. He then worked with engineers to duplicate the dance with a small figure manipulated with cams and wires.
Now, these are not working from tape. These are manually controlled. This little gizmo here, kind of like a joystick on the old type airplanes, is what gives us a chance to program the birds. And as we work this and get all the little movements that we want in the bird out, we record it on the tape. And then from then on, the tape will do everything that we've done here. Sit down, we'll have a little go at this thing. Now this is not part of our show. I mean, you know, the tiki room. This is a little robin that we had in Mary Poppins. And this little bird sang a duet with Julie Andrews. Maybe we can get a little response from it. Hello there, kid. What can you do for us, huh? Can you sing, whistle, anything? Huh?
Marvelous.
Prototype systems developed by Walt Disney Imagineering include audio animatronics, which brought the art of animation to three-dimensional figures. Disney's Coronado Springs Resort is a convention resort designed to resemble a southwestern village. On the Disney Cruise Line, guests of all ages combine a stay at a Walt Disney World resort with a cruise to a private tropical island. Disney's Animal Kingdom will offer a journey into the mysteries and marvels of wild and prehistoric animals. The Walt Disney World International Sports Complex will accommodate professional caliber training, competition, and tournament-type sporting events. The Disney Institute is a new concept in vacations. Over 60 different programs are offered to stimulate guests' minds and bodies. Adults and children over 7 years of age participate in unique hands-on experiences. Programs include gourmet cooking, environmental issues, and entertainment arts. Disney's Village Resort has been transformed into the villas at the Disney Institute. A variety of all-suite accommodations are available, including townhouses, Grand Vista homes, and circular treehouse villas. There are 28 studios at the Disney Institute for hands-on workshops in radio, television, film, and the animation arts. Disney's Old Key West Resort at Walt Disney World has the relaxed atmosphere of the Florida Keys. Disney's first oceanfront resort, Disney's Vero Beach Resort, is 2 hours southeast of the Walt Disney World Resort on the Atlantic Ocean. Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort in South Carolina features island-style architecture and offers world-class golf and tennis nearby. Disney Vacation Club resorts offer accommodations that range from deluxe studios to grand villas.
The charm, romance, and elegance of the French Quarter are captured at Disney's Port Orleans Resort. Cobblestone streets and wrought iron balconies reflect the French and Spanish influence of old New Orleans. Disney's Dixie Landings Resort recreates the romantic Old South and the days of Mark Twain and the giant paddle wheelers. This resort offers accommodations in 2 different Deep South structures, 3-story plantation-style mansions or homey 2-story bayou dwellings.